All right, try two at this. I started it, opened the first box, and then it went blank. So we're back. I just opened the first box. Obviously haven't gone through it yet, but here we go. Hopefully you guys are in and can see. It looks like we got people in. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Kyle Anderson's going to be our first hit for Golden State. Reed Shepard, our first rookie. Anthony Davis for the Lakers. That is to 125. Looks like we got our first auto coming here. Oh no, I don't think it is. Brandon Ingram, not auto. Silver. And Scoot, Silver Wave. Kelly Olynyk. Gilbert Arenas, Blue Wave. Luka for the Mavs. Filipowski. Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of base rookies in this stuff. It's a little less, which is fine with me. I don't know how, I can't remember how Prizm typically is, but I like it better when there's not a lot of base rookies. There's a Silver Suggs. Make them worth more. But I mean, given there's retail of Prizm, there's going to be millions of rookie cards out there. Jalen Wells, Silver Wave. That's a nice hit. Got a white coming. Jimmy Butler for the Heat. I believe, what is that, 38 on these? Yep, 13 of 38 on the Jimmy Butler. Cam Christie, Silver Wave rookie. Clippers. We got a, oh, that's a, is it a Groovy coming here? Ron Holland, Tijon, Groovy, Joel Embiid. Get in there. Yep, Prizm. You got the Prizm is early season, so none of the trades really yet. So if you got the Heat, you got Jimmy. I'm not in the Bay, no. I'm in Alaska, man. But if you see that, I go to that card show. I'm not in the Bay though. But I do like going down to that card show. It's a good one. I go to Dallas and I go to that one. I've been to that one twice. Been to Dallas 4 or 5 times. I can't even remember how many times I've been. A few times. But like I've had just as good of a time at the one at this show in San Francisco, because I went to one time it was in San Francisco, and the other time it was up in like north of the bay. I forget, like Walnut Creek or something like that. But it was a good show. Like I enjoyed it. I've had just as good a luck at either one, even though the one in Dallas is way bigger. It doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It's big. Like the National. The National is so big it's like overwhelming. Yeah, Walnut. And honestly, I liked it up in Walnut Creek. I liked that show better. I think the drive in that little area was cool. I liked it. I had a good time up there. Bull. Put the Tesla on autopilot and let it go. Yeah, local card shows are fun. I want to go do one in like Sacramento. I've been told, even though basically it's the same people at both shows, but I heard the one in Sacramento that they do is a good one too. I don't know where it's at, but I was just talking to the people and they said Sacramento does good ones. They're more like in a mall or something like that, which is fine with me. Anthony Black. I like to take down cards and trade and meet people. Networking is the main thing on going to those shows, just meeting people, finding sources. Connect. Gilgis Alexander to 175. Delete. There we go. Dort to 88. We're due a big name here. Kristaps, still a Celtic. 125. Smart. Yeah. Yep. No, I actually really like the NorCal group a lot more than I like Dallas. And Dallas is fine, but it's just they're from everywhere. Whereas the San Francisco show just feels a little more personal. The people seem to be pretty good. I mean, it's just a good crowd. Barkley. Wade, Jaylen Brown, not numbered, but a silver. Jalen Wells, David Robinson to 88. Ooh, got another white coming. Halliburton, that's a decent hit. 20 of 38 on the Tyrese Halliburton. 6. Plus, when you go to, well, Eden in Dallas, when I was going to Dallas, I went and watched the Cowboys game, and I went and watched the Mavericks game when they still had Luka. And then obviously when I went to San Francisco, I went and watched the Warriors play. They played Cleveland too. It was a good game. That's another thing I like about going to those shows is a lot of times you can go watch an event. Sarbana. Ooh, we got a cherry blossom coming. Pritchard. Legends. Carmelo Anthony. Nice hit. That is a nice hit. Knicks. You probably pulled the best possible. It would have been sweet if it was card number 7, but still, that's pretty legit right there for the Knicks. You scored 8 of 8 on the cherry blossom. Hit of the day. Hit of the day. Peyton Pritchard silver. Brunham to 125. Alexander Sarr talisman. Nice 175 hit there for the Wiz. Dylan Jones, Andre Drummond to 88 for the Sixers. Curry. There you go. Luka to 125. Dallas. D Wade for the Heat. So you got a Jimmy and a Wade. Valanciunas, Wizards. Dylan Jones autograph for OKC. Not bad. These are not numbered. Hopefully we get at least another auto out of this. Reed. Your first pick, Andre Jackson Jr. Silver Wave. Ryan Dunn. Kamara Silver Blazers. There we go. Topic. Rookie to 88. At least it's a rookie. That was the halfway point. Possibly. I just wish they would do like they used to do and let multiple people have the licensing. It was fun when it was, you could get Topps, you could get Upper Deck, you could get Panini. Or I think back then Upper Deck was Panini. Like early 2000s. Or maybe just that's who printed them for Upper Deck. But I liked it back when there was multiple and it wasn't just monopolized to one company. I mean, they still have football for this next season. What sucks is like my distributor that I deal with doesn't deal with Topps anymore. When Fanatics bought Topps, they changed their whole format. So now I have to go apply the Topps, and I don't know how they are because basically I'm just a breaker. I just got in at a good time with the distributor back before it went crazy, and I've always been with them. And now all they have is Panini and Leaf. I don't buy any Leaf because it's unlicensed, and now Panini's going to be in that same boat for basketball. And I primarily break basketball just because that's what I can get the most of. We'll see. Brandon Ingram to 125 still for New Orleans. And this one's crazy because yesterday we did Mosaic and everything. All the trades happen in Mosaic, so it switches around. Bub. There you go. There's another rookie to 88, Jacoby Walter. Rudy. Dillingham. Minnesota hitting a few now. Filipowski. Zach Edey with a silver. That's a nice hit. Reed. Lonzo Ball. Miles Turner. Looks like we might have a gold coming there. Miles Turner. Yep, definitely a gold coming. Tijon. It's a Clipper. I can see that. Silver, Chet. Nicholas Batum, gold wave. 3 of 10. Would have been nice to be Kawhi or even the beard. But oh well, Nicholas Batum, gold wave. Clippers. Furphy. Trae Young to 125. Fractal LeBron to 175. It's a cool card. Looks crazy with the waves. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to say it. You said it. Hendricks. I didn't want to say that. Maybe that's complete your set. I don't know. I remember back during COVID, we were breaking the international Prizm, and I pulled the gold wave LeBron out of like the first box, and that graded a PSA 10 and sold for like some stupid number, like $6,000, something ridiculous. I think it was $8,000. And I mean, I bet you that card ain't even worth $1,000 now, but at that time, it was wild. But coming out of COVID, out of that Zion Ja Morant rookie year, was a wild time in cards. I mean, maybe it's $1,000 card. I don't even know if that. Nice. Well, yeah, but isn't that like the one I'm talking about wasn't even numbered. Those were just gold waves, no numbering. I don't know if a Deca is. I never opened any of that stuff. I kind of only buy what my distributor gives me or things I know that I like. I like to do Select International. I'll buy Select International and break that, which will probably be one of my next breaks coming up. I don't have anything coming up this weekend. I got a bunch of Mosaic fast break, but I don't like breaking that stuff because there's just too many damn base cards. But for some reason, people get upset when I'm like, I'm not shipping all your base cards. I'll ship your rookies and your stars, but there's just too many. And I get it. I mean, I don't want to upset the customer. That's why I don't do it. Dadit Vucci hitting some bowls in this one. I don't hit a lot of bowls typically. We need Buzelis, though. I think we pulled one base Buzelis so far. Brooke Lopez in a silver. I think this will be a silver. Yep. Colin Sexton and another Drummond hit. I don't even think we've seen Tyrese Maxey. Alexander Walker for Minnesota. Zachary to 175 for Atlanta. A couple of Atlanta hits now. KJ Simpson Jr. rookie, Charlotte. Charlotte went cheap too. Hitting a couple rookies now, I believe. There's Anthony Edwards. Ooh, another auto for the Suns, Utah. Probably not a bad hit. Probably not bad. I know if you pull a Jeremy Lin, you can sell that for Jeremy Lin auto sells pretty good. Derek Jones Jr. Do that for now. Clippers. Monk. Tobias Harris. Where Jalen Tyson for the Cavaliers. Oso and Jalen Wells, not bad. White to 38. I say it all the time, but the white cards look good. Last box, guys. Good luck. This should all ship tomorrow as well, so you should get these hopefully by the end of the week. I don't know how the holiday weekend will mess with stuff, but we'll see. Coro. Reeves, Collins. Brandon Miller, hopefully a silver. Yep. Not bad. Hopefully he's injury-free this coming season. Shannon Jr. Oh, nice. Judah Mintz. Autograph rookie. A third auto. I don't know who Judah Mintz is, but you got an auto. Look at that. Bam. Steph Curry, white to 38. That's a nice hit. Westbrook to 125. Jalen Wells. Naismith to 88 for Indy. So it's two Indies to 88 there. All right, last 6 packs. Good luck. Derrick Rose. Matas. Ooh, another Matas. Silver at least. Nice hit there, finally. Those are so hard to hit. Another Bull. I think of the better rookies. He's the hardest one to get. Bronny. Giddy. Wow, Bull's hitting in this one. Giddy to 88. Edie, another Bull. Dennis Rodman, crazy. Bulls are on fire in this box. Got one last chance here. Joker to 175. Yeah, that's a nice Chef Curry. And the white, probably my favorite color in the group, except for the cherry blossom. And I mean, I thought that I think the cherry blossom looks better. It's just worth more. I probably like the white, the look of the white better. Alrighty, recap time, guys. Here's some of the base stars and rookies. 2 Currys, 1 LeBron, 2 Matas, and a Luka. Silver Waves here. The Bulls. Three Bulls. Valanciunas, D Wade. Olenek, Kyle Anderson. Yeah, if Kyle Anderson would have been the only hit for Golden State, that would have been a tough one. The rookies we got: Edie, Dillingham, Cam Christie. The silvers: Brandon Miller, Sexton, Peyton, Jaylen Brown, the numbered cards. These 2 to 88. These are all the 125. Kristaps there. Gilgeous Alexander, Anthony Davis. Matas, Steph, Mintz Auto, Jalen Wells, Utah. Reicher, there is LeBron, Trae Young, Batum Gold, Walter and Topic, Dylan Jones for OKC, Luka, Andre Drummond, Sarr, probably the hit of the day, him or Curry. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a good break. Oh, Halliburton too. Dang, Indiana did good. David Robinson, Dort, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, and a white, and a Jalen Wells. So just because the Bulls are such a hard hit, look at all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, which is a lot, including the prime rookie. So not bad. That stands out to me because the Bulls usually get like, seriously, in a break like this, I'll have like this many cards total to send to whoever's bought that team. There's still base cards to go. So, all right, guys, I will get these sorted and in the mail today or tomorrow. Not sure when I'll be back on. I'm off this week for sure because I got a work thing, so I won't be around. But next week I'll be back. I just don't know what I'm breaking yet, so we'll see what comes. Appreciate it, fellas. See you on the next one.